Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, everybody?
I have to talk one of our favorites, guys. It's Traitors Canada. This is season 3, episode 4. Make sure you like to subscribe to here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all your Traitors coverage, all your Amazing Race coverage, your Survivor coverage, your Love Island coverage, your Bravo coverage, your Love and Hip Hop coverage, anything and everything in between. Let us know what you're watching. Someone told us they're watching Squid Game, so per our contract, we will watch Squid Game. It's the second batch comes out Friday, so I'll next day and a half. We also have Mormon Wives, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 3 drops tomorrow, Thursday, November 13th. So somehow Brian and I find time to watch 10 episodes. We got to probably get around to it pretty quick. So find our
Oh
way
yeah,
through
yeah,
that. Yeah, I'm working from home tomorrow, thankfully, so that can just run as long as they don't pull some bullshit and drop it at like 8 o'clock at night or
yeah. Nah,
something.
they won't. They won't. They won't.
Then we're boned.
No.
Yeah, so Brian, speaking of boned, Traitors Canada, this was a weird episode. Like, I feel like a shit ton happened, right? There was our first traitor on traitor crime. This was interesting too. This is one of the, you needed a pen and paper and your tally marks for this one too, because the votes were going everywhere. But obviously, I want to lead off like we usually do, Brian, kind of like where we ended. And I'm not talking about the cliffhanger. We'll get to the cliffhanger. I want to talk about Kevin, right? Brian, you kick it off. Your thoughts on Kevin? This whole thing with him and him losing.
I mean, I'm gonna throw shade at Big Brother whenever I can, but like, what? I don't understand what that was. Like, why does Big Brother on these shows do the dumbest stuff they could possibly do, man? They think they're smarter than everybody else. I can't believe it.
This is like my running theory. Like we talked about when we did Australia, we did Survivor versus the Australia versus the world, right? And you got a guy like George, these big personalities, Dr. Will on Deal or No Deal Island. You even had Rachel this past season in Big Brother, who made it way further than like ever should have had. I just can't do it, dude. I just don't like it. I really, really, really don't. And I don't like when they cast these people to me. Him and George are really two good examples recently of just kind of playing loose and wild because you just know you got no shot to win. It's like Boston Rob. Like you know he ain't gonna win. So you just make as many moves and do as many things as you can. It's about like moments now as opposed to trying to win the game. And I don't like that because they weren't coming for him. No one was gonna come from him. He kept his mouth shut.
Right? He's doing way too much. My only pushback on Boston Rob is like he he might not win, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if he did because he just is. He's a better talker. He was in moments, but he wasn't doing over the top shit like this, where he's like, like Kevin today was like, I couldn't believe what he was saying.
They're like cutting them off to start, right? No. I'm gonna go, and I need like 4 minutes. And he goes after what Coco, right?
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, this is so early for this. And again, to me, screams. I have no interest in actually winning this game because I don't think I'm going to be able to win because I'm just going to inevitably get voted off because I'm a former winner of a show. I am a self-proclaimed villain, right? And I don't know if it's a good or bad thing for the show that he's gone. I haven't I don't know actually. I don't know if it's going to be better because he's off or more, like less fun because he's off.
I think it'd be better because I feel like uh, I'd like to see some of these other people move. I feel like we're really focused on the same people all the time.
Yeah,
He's gotten a lot of screen time, and I mean, obviously, he is a traitor. But like to me, Venus and Coco are more interesting as traitors because they, I don't know, just something about like their game. I think that like he was so out there and just doing weird shit, and it just like you said, people like suspected him. Like people already had him on the radar, and they're like, yeah, we don't need to get rid of him because we know he's a traitor. Like, you know what I mean? Like Omar was saying.
Venus Venus put it perfectly after when she was actually going to vote. And she didn't even vote for him, right? But
Right.
she said, "Look, you're either." And she knew she was full of crap, but this logic does apply, frankly, in this game. It's like, look, like one of two things here. I'm either getting rid of a really bad trader
Yeah.
or a really good trader, or I'm getting rid of a crappy player. Like whatever. Like either a crappy faithful. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like either way, you gotta go. Like it doesn't really matter to me one way or another if you end up actually being a trader. We're so far in the beginning of this game Even when
Right.
you get closer to the end, it's like as long as remember I think we said once we got into like the first like real season, Brian, we were like anyone but me. That's your
Yeah.
number
Oh
one
yeah.
mentality. Anyone but me, and that's got to be how you play this game.
I agree. I just think that you're not at a moment in the game where you shouldn't be dominating speaking.
There are some cast members, Brian, that like literally have heard 6, 7 words from, and that's
Yeah, and I
fine
think that's
because you know
good.
what? There's no reason to do all this extra bullshit.
Yeah, I just think it draws. Unless you're getting called out, you shouldn't be
Exactly.
talking so much.
Um, what did you feel about them playing Wizards chess? But it wasn't even chess. I thought they were going to actually play chess. It was like a true or false game.
Yeah, I thought they're going to do the thing, where the traders make them answer questions, and then that all the budget goes into that magnetic huge chessboard. I thought it was going to
Yep.
be that, but yeah, this challenge was lame, man. It was so lame. Who cares about who can skydive? Who like
Yeah.
pissed in a cup and drank it one time? You know what I mean? Like, who cares about that stuff? It was such a
Nothing
bore.
to do with it.
I
Nothing
thought
with
about
just
you when
being
you're
a
like, we
trader.
just fast forward through this, and of course I watched it because I'm a loser. But
I watched it
it had
too.
no impact on the game except
I
shield.
watched it solely, Brian, because I was not on a time crunch. If like I had 30 minutes before we had to review, like there's 0%
You
chance
start
after I
skipping.
found out what the premise was. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna look to the end and I'm gonna find. And look, guys, I'm not saying you should do that. And you enjoy the challenges, good on you. We're never trying to really convince other people to not enjoy think parts that we're not enjoying. But I do think that for these challenges to not be as engaging as they are, again, worries me because while this is Traitors Canada, it's come out first in our cycle here before the January ones come out as far as UK or as far as US. And I am very nervous about seeing these challenges on
I
US.
mean, yeah, I didn't even honestly, dude, I didn't even finish Celebrity. I didn't even watch the finale yet, which is really bad. But and that came out like a week plus ago. It's the same shit, man. The challenges are boring as hell. That's the one problem with the show is the challenges stink.
I also you just talk about Traitors celeb. I don't. I'm sorry, everybody. A reality TV show when people are playing for charity, it loses so much influence for me. Like I don't give it. Like just
Yeah,
don't. They can
I
just
get
donate.
that. I just, you know why the UK one just resonates with me more? The people are actually playing the game. I do like it.
Mhm.
Just something about the British accent
Yeah,
arguing with each other. It just lands way better than every other accent.
the
Steve
Canadians
or
are very
Fry.
polite, Brian. They're like apologizing to each other before
Big
they crap talk
words,
each other
yeah.
at the table.
Big
Sorry,
words, very calm. Like, yo,
I'm
I really
sorry.
like you as a person. You're a delegate. You're fancy, but you, sir, are deplorable when it comes to this. And it's just like,
Yeah, they're literally treating it like they're at a model UN
yeah,
like
yeah.
trip.
But I
Like
enjoy it, man. I enjoy it.
There's Robert's law of order.
I'll watch it one day. You know what it is, man. The problem is why I haven't caught up. I know we're going off sidebar here, but like, I mean, UK Love on Australia takes over my life when it's on. It's a big segment of my life with
Boom, boom,
watching,
boom, boom, boom.
recording, releasing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like
Mhm.
those are times where I
Yeah,
can
there's
catch
a
up on a lot of
cadence
these
to that
shows.
that takes away from like things like that when we're not doing it on
Yeah,
a regular
I'm not
on the
complaining about it, but it's
regular.
just it is what it is, and it's
It's also not where our bread's buttered, so it's just
right. Yeah, Love Island is
Love
rules.
Island is. We just need those episodes out there because it's just like there's so many of them. They're
Yeah,
about
yeah.
30 each.
There's no lead. You have to get it out.
No, yeah, because then you're screwed. So either way, I think like look, like I've enjoyed the season so far. Again,
Yeah,
I will stand by my point. I think this iteration would have really stood well for multi-episode a week, even though it would be harder for us. I do believe that like some of these episodes so far, I could have used the follow up or the lead into the events like in 1 week. I think it would keep it more top of mind for me. I just like we get to Tuesday night and we're just like, oh crap, we gotta wait for it to be completely done to even start. You know what I mean? And it's the only little bit of Traitors we get. We get like 30 minutes of traitory stuff in the
yeah,
episode.
yeah. I just feel like we're also like I feel like they're not in the turret that much in the season. Do you feel that
Wait,
way?
what?
They're not even in the turret like the traders.
Never, never. I don't even think there is a turret there. I don't think the Canadian one has a turret.
Yeah, you got them. Everything's murder in plain sight. Unless I'm wrong.
They're
I mean,
gonna
I could be
mix
wrong.
it up. It's like, no, you're just gonna bring us out in the graveyard again. You've done it 2 times in the first 4 episodes. Like, I bet we're gonna have over under 2 more graveyard trips this season. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
frig.
Did you see they
Either
released
way,
the cast pictures for US?
I did the official. I mean, we've had the cast list for a while, but the official cast photos
Yeah,
out for Traitors USA. Is this season
4.
4? Yeah. Well, Jesus, wow. I'm looking forward to that. I think the cast is really good, and frankly, obviously, there is a lot more engagement
Yeah,
online and in our circles because it's becoming pretty mainstream. So,
can't,
I
can't
think
wait to
this
see
one,
who's mad
especially
at us
with
about that.
what.
I said I can't wait to see what people are mad at us about that for.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think this is gonna have some mainstream appeal to the Donna Kelsey of it all. There's gonna be
Oh
some.
yeah,
I think there's gonna be the reality people like Dorinda gets her redemption from being eliminated first last season. So again, I'm very much looking forward to her being
she
on
gets
this season.
eliminated first again.
And there's a chance. I mean, guaranteed that's like a sub storyline. The first episode, does Dorinda make it? And I'm sure if there's anybody that even has one little inkling of her, or they make her a traitor.
Just or give her a shield for the first 2 weeks.
They make her a traitor, and then at the first round table, people vote her out anyway. That's our fantasy booking.
That's gonna
Like
be
I said,
good.
follow us here: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all at the Reality Guys. Let us know what you're watching. We'll check it out. But until next week, for myself and Brian, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.